everyone, welcome to Craig Duswalt's Rock Your Life TV series, where we interview amazing business leaders and innovative entrepreneurs. I am your guest host, Dean Cain, and today I'm sitting here with our very special, all dressed in red, superstar, international speaker, best-selling author, entertainer, speaker coach, Miss Melody Keymer Harper. Welcome to the show.
I am so happy to see you, Superman.
Shh, don't tell anybody. It's a whole disguise. So what is it that we're talking about? I know you have it's Ignite Your Speaking Power. You're a speaking coach, a speaker coach, and you have Ignite Your Speaking Power. But please tell our audience exactly what it is you do, and then I'll ask you about 500 more questions.
Well, I've been in showbiz for over 40 years and also in education for over 30 years. And I love helping people make a difference for themselves because I knew what happened to me when I was on stage one day. And it wasn't pretty, and it wasn't fun, and it was scary. And I know what that happens for other people when they don't know how to have that stage presence. And that doesn't mean just on stages. It could be in your business, it could be in your career, it could be one-on-one, just being able to get your message across. And so that's what I love helping people do, is get their message across so that they attract any audience, they get their message in a way that's congruent, compelling, and authentic, and is real to them. And they monetize with it too. Okay?
So you make money at the end. That's a good thing.
Get gigs and clients.
Yes,
absolutely.
So for a lot of people, public speaking is an absolute nightmare. They're terrified about doing it. They don't want to get in front of people. And you sit down and have a cup of coffee. You could talk all day with somebody, and they're fine, and they're compelling and interesting. And then you get them in front of a bunch of people, and they get nervous. And they don't talk right. So do you coach people at every level, or how does it work?
I do. And I love it because you were saying that, and that is one of the #1 fears, public speaking out there. And people will say, you've heard this before, people would rather go to their grave, be in a coffin, than actually get out there and speaking. And my daughter was a perfect example of that. And she said, kill me first. I will not do that.
My son was so terrified of being up in front of people. At one point in time, he said he didn't want to go to college because he didn't want to have to graduate to walk across to get his diploma. That has changed, by the way.
Oh, good.
I beat that out of him. I'm kidding. I did not. But so what do? Do you deal with people one-on-one? You do webinars?
I do, and I do work with them on all levels. So anybody that's just starting out that really knows that they have a business and they have a message, but they don't know how to come about it and do whatever it is. I have a program that helps them, and I have an acronym for SPEAK, for the SPEAK, that I use to help them as a formula for speaking, from nuts and bolts all the way to getting out there and getting your clients and getting hired. And whether you're a beginner, whether you're an intermediate, or you need to have some polishing up and refining, so there's always room for improvement.
We can always learn a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
You can
Mentors,
teach an
coaches.
old dog new tricks.
Absolutely.
Me being the old dog.
I don't think so.
Yes, of course. Now, I would think, some people might be embarrassed to have to admit, maybe they're a CEO or somebody, maybe they're embarrassed to admit that, like, look, I have trouble speaking. Have you had that come up, or what if that does come up? How do you deal with that?
No, that's really good too, because a lot of people do have that. They have fear, and I've got a program. What Elvis, Liz, and Johnny taught me about public speaking.
She just threw that out there. Elvis. We're going to get to that.
These are ones I work with.
Elvis, and you know which Elvis we're talking about?
Yes.
The King.
Yes.
Okay, so
and it's great because I use the stories that I've used with him, and part of it, one of them, is I use the Elvis expose, and that's in storytelling because when you get out there and you want to get your message across, you want to do it through stories, because if you don't tell stories, you're telling just facts, and facts become boring.
Stories are relatable.
Yes, they are. And I've got a story for you.
Oh, I got a story. I'm going to listen to that story. That's the story I want to. I've heard a little bit about this, so I'm going to ask you to tell
I don't
a story.
think you've heard this one.
Well, let me ask you about a couple quick stories real fast.
Okay.
Because you're part of the Keymer twins, the Double Trouble Keymer twins. Mm-hmm. Now, what is that? Now, it goes back a little bit, in time here. So can you tell me what this is real quick?
Yes. Well, in fact, this is a book that my twin sister and I wrote way back.
Which one is, because the girls look the same in the front. Are you one of those? Teasing.
I'm one. Which one?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna guess this one on that side.
Maybe.
See, that's the game twins play on you. And I'm okay, I'll be fooled. I don't mind. Go ahead, fool me.
Well, we did a movie with Elvis Presley.
Woo!
Okay, we appeared in a movie with him, and he was fabulous, called Double Trouble. And he cloned us. Here, every time we walk around, oh, here comes Double Trouble. So we became the Double Trouble Keymer twins. And so we wrote a book, Double Trouble Transformation for Women, with fast and easy strategies to guide women in their transformation from parent to entrepreneur.
Wow.
And we have had a Double Trouble talk radio show, and we had a lot of celebrities, authors, speakers, professional people on the show, and just had a lot of fun talking about how to be successful, how to communicate better. And that's bottom line everything.
So Elvis Presley is your father?
Right.
In a way. I'm not
He's
saying
a big
that.
mentor. He taught me so much. In fact, it's really something, because when part of my thing that I talk about is being on the Johnny Carson with the Tonight Show with
Sure.
Johnny Carson. And I remember going on there.
That was the old name of the one that Jimmy Fallon guy does now.
Yeah, right. Okay. And I remember opening the curtain, going out there, and
On Johnny Carson?
Yes, when he was interviewing us. And I remember standing there, and I saw that red light, and I knew there were hundreds of people in the studio audience, and all I can do was go, when he was asking questions, and
You
smile.
froze up on Johnny Carson?
Yes, I panicked. Millions of people watching, and I panicked. So I know how that feels to be embarrassed. You were saying embarrassed in the
Sure.
boardroom. Those are stories that I use, and people love it because then it makes you human.
Very relatable.
And they're the employer. Well, his employees are going to love him because he seems real and touchable.
I'll be honest, as an actor, I know a ton of actors who are terrified of going on talk shows.
Yes.
Or doing award shows because they have to speak a little
I
bit.
need to talk to them. Tell me who they
Yeah,
are.
I will tell. I'm going to write down some names, and I'm not going to tell you who. But yeah, it's really, they get terrified. Maybe because
Yes.
they're not comfortable with who they are or whatever it is, but they are terrified to go on talk shows. Some of them ask for, special things in their dressing room beforehand, any sort of lubricant that they could, social lubricant. There's a lot of things. They could talk to you.
I love it. Social lubricant. I'm going to keep that one.
I will send
love
you.
that.
That's just called alcohol, folks. But that's a very interesting thing because people really have a problem with public speaking.
They do.
Give
They
me
do.
one small little quick hint we can share with somebody about what they should do with public speaking that would help them. Just one little tidbit. Don't give away too much.
I'm not going to tell you, but I have a program called the 9 Ps of public speaking.
9 Ps.
The 9 Ps, and I'm not going to go. I'll give you the first
one,
one.
just one.
Okay? It's prepare.
Ah.
Prepare, and I'm not going to go through that, but it's in all aspects of what you do, and
So
things
not
that
just the
people don't
words you're
even
going to
know.
say, it's how you feel and look and
Yeah.
sleep and probably everything about it.
It's all about your mindset and attitude too.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Prepare. Don't
Prepare.
over-prepare, though. So you got to be able to, right? But I'm not going to get into that. You know what you're talking about. I don't. I don't. There's a couple things that I want to ask you. One of them, this is a very, very serious thing. This is very important. What happened on your honeymoon? Please tell me that.
Oh, you did hear a little bit about
All
this
I
story.
heard was to ask this story, so I want to hear this story. What happened?
Oh
on your
my
honeymoon?
gosh! Well, I told Craig, okay, Craig Deswalt, who is,
He
by the
can't
way,
keep a secret at all.
yeah. By the way, you have to have mentors and coaches wherever you go. If you're going to be a coach, you should have a coach, and you should walk your talk. If you're going to be a speaker, you should be out there speaking, which is I do. Okay,
Yes.
and I'm on a media tour right now, so I'm all over the
That's why
the
you're
country.
here.
That's right. This is part of the media.
This is part of the tour. We're part of the media.
Yeah, and so I'm going to have a squirrel moment like Craig does. Okay, no, the honeymoon.
Yes.
Okay, and so what I
On
told
her
him
honeymoon.
on my honeymoon. Okay, this was in 2003. Do you remember there was a movie that you made in 2003? You made a lot of movies. Okay, this one was Out of Time.
Out of Time with Denzel Washington.
And oh my gosh, well, I told Craig, I said, I took you on my honeymoon. You were on my honeymoon with me.
And
Because we saw that movie on my honeymoon. I thought, that was Dean Cain. I
Darn
thought,
right.
wow, you did a great job, you bad boy. You were a bad boy in that movie.
I think we're learning a little bit more about this Double Trouble twin than we thought.
I loved it. It was great.
I like
It was
that.
Super.
I appreciate being there on your honeymoon. That's a
Oh,
wonderful
I
moment.
loved it. I loved it.
I thought you guys would feel like three's, a crowd, but
No,
I
it's
just- I
okay.
fit right in there.
It's okay. We'll include him next time.
Perfect.
We don't need him this time.
Perfect. Well, so you've done so many things. You've gone through so many things in your life and had different careers and different things, and you still have all these things going on. What is one piece of advice that you were given or that you've learned or that works with you every single day now that you could share with our audience?
Being really positive, being in service of others. Okay, for me, it's all about giving, it's serving, and I get real emotional when I think about it because when I see the successes that my clients have and people I work with, because I also work at a college where I help them with their counseling, getting them through their academic career and personal counseling. It just lights me up. It just lights me up. And the big thing is go for your passion. Whatever you do, go what lights you up.
And that lights
makes you
up.
happy. It lights me up, making sure that other people, seeing that transformation, seeing growth in them, seeing them be successful, seeing them make a difference for themselves and for others in the world. And that's what I love.
It's pretty great. I mean, as a parent, I feel like, anytime my son does something that, that surprises me or shocks me, I'll cry on the spot. So, and you're a little bit parent-like, maybe
Yeah.
with your
I
with
am.
your charges.
I'm
so
a
to speak.
nurturer. I'm like a caregiver and nurturer. And I was very, very fortunate to be brought up with a family that was very huggy, kissy, lovey, warm fuzzies.
I know, because I hugged you beforehand and we had to hug hearts.
Yeah.
Think about it. No visuals.
Heart
just think
hug.
about heart hugs.
Heartfelt.
All right, there's a little game we like to play on this show.
I love games.
It's called Rockstar Rapid Response.
Oh, okay.
So it's where I would ask you a series of questions and you give me one-word answers. Craig told me beforehand that there's no way you're possibly going to give one-word answers. Let's prove him wrong.
Oh, dear.
Are you willing to play?
Yeah, I'd love to.
See,
Thank
that
you.
was a 4 or 5-word answer right there for yes.
Yes, yes.
I'm kidding. I don't care, but he cares.
Either
All
do
right,
I.
Here it is. Well, bring it on. I'll
Okay.
ask you the questions, give me quick answers, and we'll move through it real fast, just so they can. We've learned a lot about you, but just so the listeners and the viewers can learn a little extra something. Ready?
I'm ready. Bring it on.
That's a lot of work. Okay. Who's your favorite band?
Journey.
Good call. Your favorite song?
It's Josh Groban's. You lift me up. What is it?
You lift me up.
You lift me up.
up.
You lift me up. Yeah, I love
That's
that
not
song.
one word. What's your
can't
favorite movie?
Well, of course, Double Trouble.
Of course, you have to. With
Yeah,
Elvis.
absolutely.
Morning or night person?
Oh, I'm nocturnal.
Nocturnal. That's night for you out there who don't understand the word. Where would you go? This is a weird question. Where would you go if you were invisible?
I'd fly around with Superman.
That's pretty good. I like your answer.
I would fly with you.
You wouldn't have to be invisible for that, but we'll just pass that over. Your favorite food?
Mexican.
Excellent. Biggest fear?
Heights and failure.
That's 2. Okay. What word do you love?
Family.
Great word. And any word you hate?
Can't.
Can't is a bad word. I agree with you. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the coolest, how cool are you?
12 plus.
12 plus. We don't have that category, but now we do. And lastly, if you could explain yourself in one word, what would that word be?
Giver.
Giver. Very, very good word. Very well done. So if people want to get in touch with you, if they want to ignite their speaking power, if they want to do, watch your old movies, anything like that, what can they do? How do they get in touch with you?
My website, www.melodykeymerharper.com. That's melody spelled like a tune, and I sing.
Hello.
So Melody, Keymer, like a door key, and I give you the keys for your success. So Keymer,
Yes.
Harper, HARPER.com.
.com. And we're going to .com right now after these messages.